What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we got some bizarre news, some weird news and information as undefeated Mexican superstar, junior middleweight WBC interim champion, Vergil Ortiz Jr., 22 wins, no losses, no draws, 21 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. Vergil Ortiz Jr. was looking to face off against undefeated IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Jaron Boots Ennis, February 22nd, Saudi Arabia, Riyadh season, with His Excellency Prince Turki Al-Sheikh on the mega card, right? Boots Ennis, 33 wins, no losses, no draw, 29 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. Now, this is a fight that has been talked about and in the making for an extremely long time, okay? And now we had the opportunity to make the fight happen, and Jaron Ennis instead is opting to stay at 147 and fight against the other world champions at 147 and look to become undisputed, which I completely understand. Vergil Ortiz and his team are not happy that Boots Ennis pulled out the fight. Like they ain't want it, right? They pulled out like they ain't trying to have kids, right? And so, with that said, they're not happy about that. And their response to it is that this is the very last time that they'll ever negotiate and give Jaron Ennis an opportunity to fight them. What? It sounds to me that they are relieved that he didn't take this fight. Not that Vergil Ortiz don't want the fight, but they are truly relieved that he really didn't take this fight, right? Because they had the same mindset for quite some time themselves when it came to Jaron Ennis. They was not ready to fight him. Now, he just got his sights set on a different journey at the moment. He'll eventually be at 154, right? Do I agree with not fighting him right now if you can't fight another world champion? No. Because it's a marquee name, marquee fight, and a big opportunity. But Vergil Ortiz, let's not forget, to say you would never fight him and never negotiate with him is utterly ridiculous, right? In so many ways. Let me explain to you why. If that is the case, right, then Vergil Ortiz, you should have never be looking to fight Terrence Bud Crawford, the pound-for-pound king, because you did the same thing to Terrence Crawford when you was the WBO mandatory after you beat Maurice Hooker, and Terrence Crawford was in his corner with well-renowned two-time trainer of the year, future Hall of Famer Brian Bomac McIntyre. And you kicked over every pot, every stone, kicked up as much dust and as much attention to fighting Terrence Crawford as you possibly can. You even stated that after you knock out Maurice Hooker in front of Terrence Crawford, you're calling out Terrence Crawford because that's the fight you want. And after you had a little bit of adversity against Maurice Hooker, suddenly your mindset changed after the fight with that Maurice Hooker fight, and suddenly you wasn't so interested in pursuing the Terrence Crawford fight. So Terrence Crawford, he said, "Listen, I understand the kid realized he's not ready yet." He changed his mind, right? You started saying, "Well, let's see what happens." Before the fight, you were saying now you was going to knock Terrence Crawford out after you knocked his boy out. Now that all changed. And now you're trying to negotiate a fight with Terrence Crawford, so Terrence Crawford should take the same stands and be like, "Listen, you ain't want to fight me then, so I ain't fighting you never." Come on, this sounds ridiculous. It sounds like they're relieved that Boots Ennis didn't take this fight. And now they're like, "See? We told you, we tried to fight him. He don't want to fight us, so we ain't never going to fight him because you truly, really don't like the style matchup. You're going to do it because you want to show heart. You want to show that you would face anybody, and the bag is big, and the opportunity is big. But it lets you know that if if it came down to it, you really didn't, he's not your number one choice. And now they're talking about him fighting Erislandy Lara. Erislandy Lara fights at 160. He's the WBA champion at 160. Why are you fighting Erislandy Lara? Xander Zayas, the Puerto Rican undefeated title contender, superstar title contender, because he's on the verge of becoming a superstar. He's a star, but he's on the verge of becoming a superstar, definitely here in New York. Right? Xander Zayas raised his hand and said he'll definitely be your Huckleberry. So why are you looking to fight Erislandy Lara, who's a 160-pounder? Unless top-ranked legendary promoter, CEO, Hall of Famer Bob Arum is not interested in doing a fight, which I completely understand, seeing as though Xander Zayas is still fairly young at 22 years of age. If that's the case, then I understand you got to go in a different direction. Fundora said no, right? So I don't get it. Call out Errol Spence. How about that? But, you know, to say you would never negotiate a fight with Jaron Ennis ever again is utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Because, again, like I said, if Jaron Ennis can get the unification bouts against the Mario Barrioses, who Mario Barrios look like he gonna fight Conor Benn. If he fight Conor Benn and he beats Conor Benn, beats Mario Barrios, then Boots unifies against Conor Benn and beats Conor Benn, then, you know, he becomes undisputed. It makes the fight even bigger. So what do you mean you never fight him, never negotiate? You just feel like you escaped, you dodged the bullet, period. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.